Okay, so the elements that we got the cool toned patchwork box. It's got a bunch of different designs in it that I can choose from, all in various tones of blue. It's pretty much it's blue and green, and we've got white. So there's that. And then the third thing we rolled was the little hearts in black, and I think these are absolutely adorable. So I'll put the red ones aside. And then we got the gifted box. Now, this box is underglaze transfers that fans have sent to me, which was so sweet of them. And so really it just runs the gambit on different things that are in here. We have like a witchy kind of thing. There's a sheet of red lighthouses and other nautical stuff. We've got some skulls. These ones are from Sanbao Studios, and they're in white. Oftentimes people send me things that I don't have and they want to see me use. The reason I don't have something really is just like maybe it doesn't quite hit that sweet spot for me on something I might want to buy, or I don't know what I would do with it. Like these patterns in particular, I don't dislike them, I just don't know what I would do with them. So that's what people kind of throw my way to try and use. And then also in here are the pieces, the sample pieces from those shipments as well. So any of the bits and pieces that get sent in the gift packages also go in here. Okay, so I have an idea. My initial thought was the blue checkerboard because I really like it, and then the little hearts, I was gonna pull the littlest hearts from the sheet, and I was gonna put those in the little squares. It would take forever, but it would be worth it because it would be super cute. And then I was gonna figure out a way to integrate something else. But now I see these skulls with the open mouths, and I kind of want to put one skull on one side of the mug and one skull on the other side of the mug, and like hearts be going in between them. So that's what I'm gonna do. It does mean I have to cut out these skulls, and that's gonna be super tedious. So we'll start by cutting out the skulls, but these are the elements that I'm gonna go with, just because is that the elements that aren't? Hold on. All right, now that I'm not doing the hearts in the check like I was thinking about doing, let me look at my other choices here. The lace is nice. I don't know, I just like the graphic nature of the checkerboard, and it's such a nice, like, very geometric, and then the hearts and the skulls are much more organic. Yeah, I still want to do the checkerboard. I'm still doing the checkerboard, I'm just not putting the hearts in the little squares. Although now I do really want to do a checkerboard mug with hearts in the squares, so that'll probably happen in the future. All right, I'm gonna cut out my shapes, so let's do that. We have our skulls. That's stupid. All right. The question is, I have two mugs. One is little, one is big. Which one do I want to use? I feel like the whole mug kind of gets, like, it overwhelms the skulls on the big one, so we're gonna go with the small one. I feel like the big one needs more. Okay. Now we need to cut out our checkerboard print to the right size. unfold. Okay. Stop it. It's being annoying. Okay, I'm gonna go down to this square, get a little bit of overlap on the top and on the bottom, just because it's easier that way. And then I don't have to be so finicky about cutting it out. Whoop. Okay, running out of checkerboard. Okay, now cut this off right at the corner, and I want to make sure I don't get any of these overlapping sections. I want it to be a nice clean break. I should get the checkerboards in more colors and then make them their own pattern on the sheets. Okay, so we're gonna try to figure out just how long this is going to be. So put it right where it's gonna end, wrap it around, and we're gonna cut it there. I don't feel like fighting that, so, okay. Ugh, now I'm gonna fight it more. Mistakes were made. You need to stop being that way. Okay, there we go. Get all these little bits out of here. All right, we have our background cut out, we have our skulls, so let's get to placing the skulls. Now I think I want the skulls like right in the like generic front center of where like what people would say the front of a mug is. Yeah, that's good. Let's do that. Oh shit, I moved it. No! No! Gosh, dang it. My hands just aren't doing the things that I want them to do today, apparently. Alright. There's no going back now. There is. I could just sponge it off, but I'm not gonna. Okay. Skull is in place. Let's get the other one. Cool. And are the mouths lined up? Yeah, cool. Somehow the second one was easier, which doesn't make much sense. But normally the second one is always the one that's a pain to get right. come back in with a second pass of sponging. I'll let that sit for a second and then we'll go in and smooth it out. While I wait for that, I'll add more to this side. Okay. If at any point during this video I accidentally go out of frame, I am so sorry. I can't see the screen on the phone that I'm using to record this on. I'm fairly certain I'm in the right space because it's just uncomfortable enough to make sense to be where I need to be holding my hands. Okay, now we do the checkerboard. Perfect. Yes. All right, so I'm going to do my best to avoid putting too much water on the checkerboards in the areas that they're above the skull, because this blue can very easily like sink through the transfers that it's like layered over top of, and I don't want that. So do my best to avoid it as much as possible, while still making sure I get saturated up into that point. Okay. There are going to be a couple little funky areas because apparently I didn't lay down the checkerboard perfectly, but that's fine. Like I said in the last one, or the one before that, I don't remember at this point. Perfect isn't real anyway. Okay, and we go in again, just to make sure we have really good saturation. This mug, compared to the last two, is going to be on the simple side. We're not going to have any hand painting, which, like, I'm fine with. I don't think I have the energy for that today. This also would have been really cute with red hearts. Actually, might have been more cute. No, I'm not gonna make another one with red hearts. Just kidding, I might. I could also do red checkerboard black hearts. I have red checkerboard too. Pretty sure it's in the pretty sure it's in the cool tone patchwork box. Warm tone. Warm toned. Okay. Ooh. Not great transfers in those spots. Must have missed them. That's better. I'll clean up the edges later. Just kidding, I'll clean up the edges now. That's why you need to wait until like the right level of moisture. That was that like smearing that I've mentioned in prior videos. If you don't wait to let it dry for long enough, you get that bleeding and smearing. It just doesn't look good. Okay. I didn't do a good transfer there either. I'm gonna fix that real quick. We've got a different square. I'm gonna cut it so I can actually see the edges. There we go. I didn't like how there was like a whole chunk missing. I should check for more of those. Okay, how are we doing on the other side? Everything's fine over there. I just did bad on that other side. All right, this is gonna be a really satisfying peel. Let's check camera angles here. Oh yeah. That's so, first off, that on its own looks sick. That's cool. Okay. Hell yeah. Like I said, that on its own looks sweet, but let's add our hearts. This is a really simple design, but I like it a lot so far. I think I'm gonna do like a back and forth, like empty, filled kind of situation. Maybe? I don't know, actually. And what size do I want to go with? I don't want to cut a bunch of these out, so I want to get the size right first. Peek through the paper. I think the medium size. I think the medium size is going to be where it's at. Okay, cool. All right, we'll get a couple of these medium ones. Oop. And this one, these two are medium sized. I do need some more of the just solid black ones though. Those are medium sized enough. A little variation won't hurt. All right, how many do I have? How many do I have? How many do I need is also a question. Okay. 4 of the black ones. So, how much space is this actually going to take up? I think we're only going to need 5. So let's do work from the middle and go out so all the spacing is nice. And right about halfway mark on the checkerboard. do one little heart at a time. Okay, and then we'll do the heart coming out. Too much paper, can't see what I'm doing. Actually, I think we can make all of them work. I think so. All right. So let's do. I feel like I'm so focused on what I'm doing. I have very little commentary on this one. It's really straightforward. It's gonna be so cute. I need one. You ever realize you sometimes your brain just doesn't do things properly? I need one, two. I'm gonna need one more of the dark, one more of the black ones. And one more of the other ones too. Oops. Because of the way I spaced things. I spaced. Sometimes my spatial awareness is bad. This might be one of those times. Sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, that's plenty of space to do that. And then I prove myself wrong. But I don't think this is gonna be one of those times, because I like the idea of one of them like being in the skull's mouth and like covering it up a little bit, you know? Need to not rush. Don't rush. And smear things beyond fixing. Please and thank you. You absolutely... Wow, my brain's not doing today. Impatient. Good God. I was gonna say absolutely impatient gremlin. But the word impatient didn't want to properly come into or exit my brain and my mouth. So you know, there's that. Yup, this one's gonna be so cute. What color glaze should I use? I think black would be good because the black would tie in to the hearts. Okay, so now what I have to do with these is I need to line them up with the top of the skull's jaw, with the upper jaw. I think that's it. Yeah. And then we cut that off there. So that it looks like it's coming out of the skull's mouth. And we do the same with the other one. This is so much smaller than the other one. It's fine. It's not that big of a deal. There's some size discrepancies going on here. No, it's not fine. It's too small. That's what she said. I'm an adult. I'm a 30-year-old child. Okay. That's better. It's probably the same size and I'm just not noticing it. Okay. I can better see what's going on. Stop it. Please stop. No, I want a bigger one still. I want it to cut into the jaw like the other one does. And in order to do that, I need a heart that's slightly larger still. I should have just made them all different sizes, but I didn't foresee this issue coming up, you know? That's too big. I can cut that down. I'm allowed to reshape the hearts. There's nothing in the rules that says I can't alter the shapes. In fact, I am adamant about the fact that I'm allowed to. There we go. I probably just cut it down to the exact same size of the one that I just put out, you know? Okay. Not as much of this one is cut off, but like just enough so that it does the same thing the other one does. There. Boop. Okay. The other one's just hanging out on the other side, just existing. Waiting for me to come back. Yeah. Yes, absolutely. This is cute as hell. Just thought y'all should know. In case you didn't know, now you do. This is super cute. Should this be what I do for Valentine's Day? Should this be my Valentine's Day collection? Just kidding. I'm not doing a Valentine's Day collection this year. I would like to, but I don't feel like it. The idea of having a Valentine's Day collection appeals to me and I've got some cute ideas, but I don't have either the time or the energy. I've got neither of those things, so neither of those things is happening. All right, and that's it. This is sick. This is so cool. Can't see those very well. I'm sorry about that, but like, this is, you know what? Hold on. I got you. I can make it so you can see it. Hold on. With the magic of video editing, I'm back in a split second. How cool is that? Okay. You just spritz it with water and then you can see the design in all its glory. This is awesome. I love this. Simple, but awesome. What do you think?